Hey guys, welcome to Messages for Collective. My name is Kayla and I'm so happy that you are here for this reading. This is going to be a reading about messages from your past loved ones, people that have passed on to energy, to the other side, people who are no longer with us. We're going to find out what they have to say to you. I've shuffled the crap out of these cards, so here we go. There's something about showmanship or bringing fun into a situation, like bringing fun into what's going on. I have to look, we're using the Literary Witches Oracle. I don't know the meaning to all, even though I should remember this one. For some reason I don't. It is important. Makes a lot of sense. There is an energy of you feeling like other people are judging you, or worrying about trying to be funny, trying to turn your back to the judgments of others, like really trying hard to not let judgments from other people bother you. But there's something about there's something about being knocked around so much and somehow you're still orbiting, still moving, still going. There's also a sense of like the judgments of others have really created or wreaked some type of havoc in you. And I want to look up this moon card really quick, even though I already got it. It's like so much change. So much change. There's so much in this moon card about change. It's about the damages that have been done. It's about the scars that you hold. Because of, like, you know, if you look at this moon card, you see all those craters, right? And I just think of like all of these things that have happened to somebody, and they leave marks. There's marks that are being left, but you're still going though. See, it didn't stop you. That's the thing. And I want to remind you that these are messages from loved ones who have passed. So this is how they're looking at you, seeing you, and what they want to say to you. There's something about you bringing a lot of fun into something. A lot of, even though it's been a lot that's going on, a lot of changes, there's like something about you being very fun about, or trying to bring the most fun or humor into a situation. There is also an energy of you being really on guard because of other people's judgments, because you've been scarred so much by these judgments. And it's like maybe you feel like you'll be it's a worry that you're going to be discarded, right? Um, there's a sense of people discarding you or judging you and then discarding you because of the judgments, and you just feeling like you're great for a time and then all of a sudden you're not. And it's not about how you feel inside. This is, and that may be how it is, but this is how you feel about how people treat you. It's like, oh, okay, I'm good for a minute, and then all of a sudden, I'm no longer needed. And even though that's the message I channeled from that card, the doll, just what I said. This is talking about like things from your childhood where you felt like you weren't good enough, or where you were abandoned or discarded or left behind. The traumas, they have left marks on you, major marks. And maybe that's why you feel judged by others and you're on guard. Maybe that's why, because it's not about, it's like what happened to you when you were so young created an energy of being on guard and ready to like snap someone's head off because you have all these wounds, these scars, these marks from what's happened to you before. I have to look something up because that's interesting as shit that we get ghost. And it makes me wonder, like, just because we're doing past loved ones energy and then here a ghost pops up. And that makes a lot of sense too. This is talking about the things that you can't forget about, the things that have hurt you, that haunt you. There's like memories that just don't go away that you can't seem to. And then you know what? You can't seem to shake these things. It's like, why is this always lingering in my energy? I just want to be free from this shit. I just want to move from my soul. But this peacock card strikes me because it's like showing a facade, or it's like that's your guard, think about a peacock as like they show off, right? So they're not normally, they're just regular, but well, they're not regular in any way, but you know what I'm saying. They're just walking along. They might be pretty colored, but they're not like fantastical, right? Until they feel like they need to show the world who or what they are, and or put on a facade, or even like puff themselves up like I'm good enough, right? So it's like a I'm good enough energy, and that's what a peacock would do. So a female peacock comes around, and male peacock has to throw up this look at how beautiful I am. It's like being flashy, or it's what they're saying is there's no need for it. You're beautiful all by yourself. There's no need for it. All right, I'm gonna get what am I gonna get? You know what? We'll go ahead and do this. I did shuffle all the decks with your energy, but I just want to make sure that it's my intention is in there. Oh, that popped out. So okay, deep knowing. This is like a deep knowing that everything was fated to be this way. There's almost a contentment in it. It's like this was always in the cards. This was always going to be the storyline. You may have taken a roundabout, all these twists and turns to get to where you are, but this was always going to be where you were going to end up, regardless of how you got here. This was in the fates. This was meant to happen, and you know it. There's something about like emotionally, like spiritually knowing that this was how it was going to go. There's just a solid knowing. You knew this was going to be your fate, and maybe you didn't know it until all of a sudden it happened, but then it's like when it happened you knew it. There is an energy of a loved one that's passed on asking you to um, you know what, I want to stop really quick because I get a message from this one card, and I think it's very important. There is a deep knowing, but this card says the fates, but it's not the fates that is the message that needs to be shown. It's the image itself. This is like angelic energy, or energy from another side. This is like a thank you from the other side. This is like the only way the other side can give you a hug. And that's why it's important that I show this card, because this is exactly what I'm supposed to be. I'm getting fucking emotional. There's a message about cleaning it up. It's talking about your mental space. It's talking about the negativity. It's talking about, maybe it's not even a message of asking you to clean it up as much as a message of, I'm sorry, um, seeing that you have been. There's like knowing something was fated and working on making things better. It's like you're cleaning up someone's old mess too. It's like you're doing a lot of work. All right. Okay. I'm going to get one more from this deck and then we'll move on to tarot. Give me more for this message. You are like, this is talking about trusting in the universe, trusting in spirit, and just moving and going with the flow. And it's also talking about accepting your emotions and like really being in that flow state. You're just being guided. And it's like there's no trying to figure out where, she has all of these things that she could be looking at and she could be worried about, like, where am I at? You can't see land anywhere. And she's just like chilling, reading a book because she's just knowing. It's like a knowing. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's enough. By the book, though, keeps striking me as like changing the way things have always been done. It's like, and it also is talking about just like generations of how things have been done, and like, but there are changes and you're a part of those changes. If you look, each one of their little flags is completely different, and even the shape of them. And so it's like they're changing as they go, how things are done, little implementing little changes. Well, you're making a lot of big changes. They're not little changes here. These are big changes. I mean, if you even look at this, the elephant literally at this baby has a completely different everything. Like the way it's all done, it's completely different. So it's like you're owning your own way of doing things and you're adding it to that book of the way you guys do things, or the way you do things, or the way your family does things. Or it's like breaking generational curses. It's just like, breaking generational curses. Okay, so we have this Page of Wands, and this Page of Wands is talking about a level that you're trying to reach. Like, this is something you truly desire. This is where I want to be. And you're looking up. So you're saying, I have to work my way up to that. But okay, so you could feel like there's conflict, competition. You could even be just fighting with yourself. It doesn't even have to necessarily be other people. This could be you literally just fighting with yourself about something. But it does look like there's other people. It looks like you're trying to take the high road because and I'll tell you the reason why I see that. And this is, I know we're getting into tarot, so it's going to get a little bit like nitpicky, but this is what this is what your past on loved ones, what they're seeing, like what you're going through. Like the way this looks to me is, I'm trying to rise above the conflict. How do I see, because he's not looking down at all the bullshit. He's like, no, I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on what I want. How do I rise above? So your past on loved ones, your ancestors, they're seeing this. And you're taking charge, making bold. They're actually telling you, to be honest with you, they're actually telling you, okay, this is a couple of things. But it's like action. It's like action, but it's like you're speaking something. So this is saying that I haven't gotten another card, but this could be saying that you need to really speak your mind. This may be calling you to speak your mind and not stifle yourself, because there is an energy of like needing to, or wanting to charge in and fix the situation, which I see that too, but it's almost like speaking your mind. And that's where the toxicity comes in. Okay, so this is you rising above the conflict, not rushing in to scream and yell at somebody, because that was the way things were done. And that's exactly the way that with this devil energy, that it's like, look, this devil is like sending out a minion, like, go out and do this. And it even goes as far to say, oh my gosh, okay, let me just go where I'm gonna go. It even goes as far to say that there is toxic energy that's trying to force you into becoming this Knight of Swords and rushing in for conflict, right? There's this toxicity that's like, nah, I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go. You need to go run up in there. And you're literally, your ancestors, your past on loved ones, your people that are no longer with us, they're literally saying that there's a negative energy that's trying to push you in that direction. It's trying to keep you locked into conflict. So it's like, well, what do I do? You know, there's options, there's choices, but you have to sift through these options and choices. And a lot of them look good, a lot of them look bad, maybe all of them look bad. And you're like, well, you know, if it's all bad, what the fuck am I going to do? Go with whatever is going to make you the happiest at the end of the day. The fact that you even have so many choices is somehow, I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's like that. It's a blessing in itself. The fact that you have so many options is a blessing in itself. And it's like, go with the thing that's not going to spill your cups at the end of the day. Whatever conflict you have going on, it's talking about worrying about your own emotional well-being before you worry about somebody else's bullshit. Okay. And that's what brings you the most stability, because this card is about stability. This is about stability. Whoa. All right. Judgment. It did come out in the reverse, or it tried to get to the reverse. It was almost there. So I'm going to take that as this is asking you to not bring back anything old or outdated. There is an energy of letting the shit go. This in the upright would say that you're going to bring something back. This in the reverse would say that you are not going to be bringing anything back, or that you should not be bringing it back. Whatever this is, if there's conflict, wherever there was conflict is what your ancestors, your spirit, your passed on loved ones, is what they're trying to tell you, is that wherever there was conflict is where you need to avoid at all costs. Worry about yourself. And when you start, look, this is like, okay, there's a couple ways I'm going to tell you how this goes. One of these is that you are there's hope in this card. This card is talking about hope and having faith and really nurturing yourself and the environment and being connected with spirit. And the star is a big fucking card, okay? And this is talking about there's a couple ways this could go. This could be you meshing with your other half, like your spiritual half, and like coming together as one to become the star. But this could also say that when you're doing this right here, which is making sure to nurture, be the nurturer, the lover, the mother, the healer. When you do that, you bring in something really solid for yourself, something like emotionally, it's like you're going to mesh with somebody really well. And they're going to want to talk to you. And this potentially is someone from your past. They want to talk to you. Hey, listen, I really have feelings for you. This card right here is, hey, I have feelings for you and I'm coming to tell you about it. I'm on my way to you right now. I'm telling you about it. And this one is, I remember the positive things from the past. I remember things that we've done from the past that were great. And I want to come in and tell you how much I care about you. It's like they're waiting for the right opportunity potentially, and they don't want to bring a bunch of burdens into your life, but we're not going to go down that road. Let's go back. What? I'm going to get another deck. What do your passed on loved ones want to say to you? They're saying either this did try to come out in the reverse. In the upright, this would say you were planning something. In the reverse, this says you're actually doing something. You're not planning. You're not planning something. There's no more planning. It may not. hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, this is talking about not seeing something coming. Two of Wands upright, what I could see how it would be, she's looking out the window. She would see something coming. You didn't see something coming. The ending of a whole era, the ending of a lot of things in your life, the way everything flipped, and a passing of a loved one, right? You didn't see it coming. What you didn't know, though, with that rebirth part of that card, is it would bring so much fucking joy. And that was the point of it all along. That was the point all along. You never knew that there was such beauty. It's like falling in love with yourself. And this is also your passed on loved ones giving you, I love you. This is like, look at roses, like the whole thing. I love you. I love you. And they're also saying that you're, the way it looks to me is that you're being open-hearted. You're opening your heart, or to continue to open your heart, or to start opening your heart. I just don't think that you knew that this passing, and maybe you don't know yet, but if you will, okay, because this whole thing was meant to happen to bring in the Sun card, which is like everything. It's like the most positive energy. It's like so youthful and innocent and loving, and it's source energy pouring right into you. It's like, that was the whole point of it. It was like to almost give you an awakening, to make you feel more connected. Uh, you were never planning on an ending, but you've gained so much. You were never planning on an ending. You couldn't have seen it coming. But it was a beautiful thing in its own right. It brought balance to the situation. You may still be having a hard time really adjusting to the way things have gone. I don't think those were meant to come out. I'm gonna, if they were meant to come out, trust me, they'll come out. All right, well, it just didn't feel right. So, yep. It's like, now, Swords in reverse. There is some talk here about feeling out of balance and having a hard time letting some things go, like consistently looking at some things, and even though you say you're letting them go, it's like they're still hanging there. There is something about people in your life that create imbalances. Okay, this is talking about not letting go of a situation that was not balanced or isn't balanced, and it's almost as if in this, it could be I don't know who you're dealing with, but there's I need to mention this because they're telling me to mention this. So the fact is that um, there's something about somebody not letting you go, or something not being let go of, which is creating a bit of chaos and keeping you a little off kilter. And there's something about you needing to be honest about it and make a choice and follow your heart. Above all else, follow your heart. All right, let me get a couple more, and then we're at 24. Staying in your power. There's something, remember I talked about the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups always talks about, to me, it talks about somebody that comes into your life that's very like that you mesh well with. And this is talking about not letting go of somebody who isn't doing you right or hasn't done you right, and holding on to so that you're blocking the most powerful person in the deck. So it's like there's a blockage, and it almost it's like if you think of this as a game, there's one move you need to make to get to where you want to go. This is saying to just trust, to let go, to completely let go and just trust. Just fall, just trust. On your own, because this person is singular, right? On your own. Remember, universe has you and you're doing the work already. So it's not hard for you to see this. So if the universe has you, you're literally falling into the most loving hands possible, right? You're not going to fall apart. So this is really asking you to just trust and to do it knowing that it may just be you. That power move you would make is to just trust and do it on your own. This is the star twice, okay? Two different decks, the star. There's something about having held on to a vision or a dream or a hope. And this is also you holding on to the people from the other side. And this is a good thing. This is a really positive energy of like, this is like a super loving, positive energy. It's like a flowing energy. And remember that when you fall, you see this. I want you to see this. When you fall, you don't think there's anyone to catch you, but look, this person's right here waiting at the bottom, just waiting, just waiting. And that's you. That's the crazy thing. It's really fucking beautiful. And that is also the people on the other side that you don't realize have a hand in this shit. I also see something else. It's like this person who's passed already, holding on, they're on a totally alternate universe, holding on to the energy cord, and they're asking you to trust. They're asking you to just trust me. Trust and just fall. Let it go. Let go because we've got you. Because we've got you. We've got you. They're saying to make a bold move, to just fall. All right. Listen. I can get signs really quick and then I'm going to go. Let's see. We have Scorpio, Leo. Hold on. Aries, Pisces, Aquarius twice. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. So you got a lot of Aquarius, a lot of Leo, a lot of Scorpio, Capricorn, and that's it. All right. I hope you guys got something out of this reading. That was actually a really beautiful reading. I got so emotional. It was like insane. I couldn't even control it. But anyway, I hope you got something out of this reading. If you did, please drop a like. It's a free way to help your girl get somewhere, man. I'm just trying to do this. I love this and I want to help y'all. And that's what we're trying to do here. So hit the like button. Also, if you were led to subscribe, you have no idea how much I appreciate you and how much I love you and how much I am humbled by your subscription. And if you weren't, I'm not upset about that either. I am just happy you were here for this one and I hope to see you in the next one.